So I'm recording these director diaries in dribs and drabs, bits and pieces here and there, because I don't really have the time, and I keep forgetting to just sit down and record stuff. But I'm currently holding auditions for a couple of different plays, or a couple of different productions. So I've got Treasure Island and I've got Shakespeare. And I've just watched a whole load of self-tape auditions for the Shakespeare show, and it's typical. I start recording one of these and the dog starts barking its head off. It's typical. Anyway, I had some thoughts on the Shakespeare ones. I've got a lot of self-tapes at the moment of people who have self-taped themselves doing a Shakespeare speech, and those auditions are kind of safe. And not all of them. There are a few that have been great, but it surprised me how safe they've been. How the actors have picked speeches that aren't necessarily the most energetic or whatever. Now, I said to actors, I don't care what gender the characters are, I don't care what age range they are, just pick a speech and have fun with it, and use the speech to show yourself at your best, which is great. But I'm not getting any of that. I'm getting the same kind of speeches you would always expect from actors auditioning, which is kind of surprising to me. I kind of wondered, like, if I'd been told that, and it was like, you don't have to audition with a male monologue if you're a male, and you don't have to audition with a female monologue if you're a female, I'd be looking at some really different speeches to if I knew I had to audition with a speech that was suitable for, say, I don't know, Lysander in Midsummer Night's Dream or whatever. So I've been getting some really, really kind of safe choices, and I don't know why that is. It's surprising to me. And it made me think, I've had one or two speeches, one or two self-tapes that have just simply been the most obscure speeches. Sorry about that, had to wait until the train left. Yeah, I've had one or two of these speeches that have been really obscure choices, and they've made me just go, that's fantastic. Sorry, I'm looking around because I'm aware that I look like a bit of an idiot holding a camera in front of me talking to myself, or talking to you guys, but anyway. Yeah, a few that have been really, really obscure, a few that have been that just wowed me, because they stand out, because they're not the normal choices, and it makes me wonder, why don't all actors do that? Why is it that some actors are kind of playing it really, really safe? Now, I'm aware, this show is a profit share, it's a one-off, actors probably aren't going to earn all that much from it, and I'm aware of that, which is why I've decided to do self-tape auditions, because self-tape auditions are just easier. You know, it doesn't require somebody spending money to come to a physical audition. It seems like a rigmarole, especially for a low-pay profit share one-off. But even so, it's like, the speeches I want to do, the speeches I would love to play, the characters I would love to play, are the more obscure ones. Now, there was a time when I would want to play Henry V, and I want to play Hamlet and Iago and all of these characters. But now it's a case of, to push myself as an actor, I want to do the obscure ones, and I don't quite understand why it is that all we're getting as far as self-tapes are the safer speeches. I don't know. This is kind of more of a rant than anything else, and here's another bloody train. So despite everything I said before I finished off, I've just been on the train, and as I was on, I got an email. And that email was from an actor with a speech that was fantastic. It was a little rough around the edges, what have you, but for the most part, actually, it was a damn good speech. It was a damn good self-tape. But the thing is, it was an obscure self-tape. And that just, again, it makes me wonder, why? What is it that makes some people go for the safer option? I don't know. No theories here, just random wonderings. I've received a lot of self-tapes for the Shakespeare show, and it's occurred to me that there were a couple of problems with self-tapes that I hadn't realised before now, because I'm sitting there watching a self-tape usually, and I end up wanting to direct them to say, oh, could you try this bit and do this a bit better, and it's made me realise I don't think in the future I'm going to be able to do self-tapes. I think they're a bit of they're not really worth doing, to tell you the truth. I think it needs to be like a video chat audition or what have you, because that way there's a chance to direct somebody, to give somebody a bit more feedback, and you can maybe ask them to try something in a different way. And it's completely my fault that I've asked people to do self-tape auditions, and because just timing. but it has made me realise that maybe next time I won't do self-tapes, but I will do video auditions and ask people at least to, so that I can be able to give them a bit of feedback or give them a bit of advice or ask them to maybe say something in a different way, to present something in a different way. So just a short little one on why I don't think I'm going to do self-tape auditions again. It's not that I don't want to do video auditions, because I do. They save a lot of time sometimes, especially with smaller projects, but I don't think that I'm going to do self-tapes just because you can't give them any feedback. You can't. It's more immediate. You can ask for feedback. You can ask to somebody to try something a different way. Anyway, I better go because I'm on my way to work, but bye for now.